Hey, algebraic fractions number 4. Here it is. So we've got, what is this? A bit of an equation here with some algebraic fractions in them. Jot it down. There's a few different ways I guess you could do this. So yeah, jot it down, have a go, and I'll catch up with you in a few seconds to go over two different ways of actually solving this. Now, you've got two different denominators here, right? Both using some algebra. You've got 2x minus 1 and 3x plus 1. Now, whenever you're adding fractions, right, the always principle stays the same. You always want to have a common denominator. So what we could do is make both of these fractions into two new fractions with denominators that are the same. So what we could do is this. For the first one, we could turn it into 2x minus 1 over and then 2x minus 1 and then 3x plus 1. And then the second one as well, turn it into the same thing, right? So 2x minus 1 on the bottom and 3x plus 1 on the bottom equals 2 on that side. Now with the first fraction, it used to only have a 2x minus 1 in its denominator. But now what have we done? We've got a 3x plus 1 in there. So whatever we do to the bottom, we need to times the top by the same thing, right? So we'll have 8 and then also 3x plus 1 in the top. Now for the second fraction, you used to have just 3x minus 1 on the bottom, but now we've got 2x minus 1 as well. So we do the same to the top times the top by 2x minus 1. So you've got that there. Now that the fractions have the same denominator, we can squish them together, okay? So let's squish them. So then we're going to have 8 and then 3x plus 1 plus 4 and then 2x minus 1 all over 2x minus 1 and then 3x plus 1, like that, is equal to 2. Now what should we do? I'm thinking maybe we should expand and simplify the top. Might be a good idea. So we'll have that 24x there plus 8 plus 8x and then minus 4 on the top. And on the bottom still these two brackets down here. So that there and then 2. What should we do now? We could simplify the top, but I'm going to do this in do 2 steps in one here. I'm going to simplify the top and I'm going to multiply these over to the other side. Okay, so I'm going to go with 32 x's there and then plus 4 is equal to 2, and then let's put these 2 on the other side as I said. So you've got that there and then 3x plus 1. Boom, like that. Okay, next thing, I think let's start expanding these two double round brackets over here. So let's get these expanded. The 2 I'm just going to leave here on the outside for the time being. Okay, so bam, 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 bam. So 2, and let's get expanding there. What are we going to get? We're going to get 6x squared plus 2x minus 3x and minus 1. Boom. And still have 32x plus 4 on this side. And then let's just neaten that up. So 32x plus 4 is equal to, and then in here actually what we can do is 2x minus 3x, we can just have that as just minus x, right? Make it a bit simpler. And now let's expand that out. So we've got 6 times 2, 12x squared minus 2x minus 2. So you can see we've got a quadratic, right? Bring everything to the right hand side. So we'll have 0 is equal to, we've got 12x squared. Then we've got there minus 2x minus that, so minus 34x in total. And then you got, what's that? Plus 4, bring that over, so minus 6. Okay, good. This looks great. I think we can divide everything here by 2 to make it a bit easier. So we've got 6x squared minus 17x minus 3. Okay, good. Now then, quadratic. You've got options, obviously. You can use the quadratic formula to try and solve this. You could complete the square if you really wanted to, or you can factorize. I think this factorizes, so I'm going to go with factorizing. So what are we looking for? We're looking for 2 brackets. What are we going to have? Is it going to be 6x and x, or is it going to be 3x and 2x? Let's have a quick think. So 3, 1, 3, 6, there we go. It's going to be 6x. So we're going to have 3 in this one, 1 in this one, minus here and plus here. So we don't need this. Let's get rid of that. Goodbye. Okay, done. So hopefully you factorize that too and got that as well. And then what we're going to have x here is equal to minus 1/6. And in this side, x is equal to 3. So there's our 2 solutions. You should always check your answer, right? With these especially. So you can just take either one of these numbers, minus a 6 or 3, plug it back into x, and make sure when you plug that all in, these two fractions here, add them together, it comes out as 2. Okay, so make sure you do that. You shouldn't lose any marks on questions like these. Okay, so that there was method number 1 of solving it. We can now do a slightly different method, although it will get us to pretty much the same stages of working out. So let's just close this off quickly. So these two denominators, put those in brackets. Now, like we already said before, the common denominator that we used for those two fractions was going to be 2x minus 1 and 3x plus 1, like that. So what we could do is actually multiply everything here by these two factors, or these two brackets over here, okay? So watch what happens when we do that. We'll have 8 and then 2x minus 1, 3x plus 1 over 2x minus 1, okay? So I've taken that first fraction and I've multiplied it by this. When you multiply it by those two brackets, it's going to sit at the top of the fraction, like that. Then put the plus sign in. And then we'll have 4, and then again the same two things. So 2x minus 1 and 3x plus 1, like that. All over 3x plus 1. And then on the other side we had 2. So let's put 2, and then again these two brackets like that over there. Okay, perfect. Now what can you see? Well, we can actually do some cancelling, because can you see here we've got 2x minus 1 on the bottom, 2x minus 1 on the top. So let's cancel these out. So cancel that, cancel that. Looking at the next fraction along, can you see you've got 3x plus 1, 3x plus 1. So we can scratch that out as well. Let's clean this up a bit. What have we got? Well, we've got 8 and then 3x plus 1 on the top, there. Nothing on the bottom, we just got 1 on the bottom, so we don't need to put it in. Plus, moving to the second fraction there, we've got just 4 and then 2x minus 1, like that. And then on the right hand side there, what have we got? We've just got 2 and then 2x minus 1 and then 3x plus 1. Okay, there we go. So now there's no fractions. Let's just get expanding and yeah, simplify this down. So what have we got on this side? We've got 24x plus 8 plus 8x minus 4 equals, I'm going to keep the 2 out there and just expand these two double round brackets in here. So we'll have what, 6x squared plus 2x minus 3x and then minus 1. So again, that plus 2x and minus 3x, let's just simplify that and make it just minus x in the middle, and then multiply it all out. We can also simplify the left-hand side too. So 24x, 8x is going to be 32x again, plus 4, and is equal to, we've got 12x squared minus 2x, and then minus 2, like that. Bring this all over one more time. What do we have now? We're going to have 12x squared, and then what we've got there, minus 34x, and then minus 6 equals 0. Divide everything by 2, so 0 equals, that's going to be 6x squared minus 17x minus 3. Factorize again. I think last time we said it was 6x and x, and then 3 and 1 minus and plus. There we go. Answers come out exactly the same. X is equal to minus 1/6 and x is equal to 3. And like I said last time as well, make sure you check it by taking these, subbing it back in, making sure it equals 2. Okay? Perfect. So there is a nice algebraic fractional equation there. Hopefully you've got it. If you haven't, I hope you now know how you can solve it. And by using two methods, right? Use both of those. If you've got plenty of time in your exam, sit there and do both methods and make sure it comes out correct. Okay? Perfect. Another fractional equation coming your way. I think it's a fair bit trickier actually. So look out for that one, and I'll catch you again very soon.